behind on the softs as well. He's looking very eager indeed to get through on the Red Bull. Freddie slightly wide through Copse, but manages to hold P3 for now.
Playing the long...
The top three are really trying to push away here, and this could be really important for the two Mercedes. The two Mercedes, again, up in first and third. Their constructors' standings
are really difficult. Race 1 takes the lead of the race, and after event 1 didn't go to plan, after he saw an opportunity slip through his fingers in Bahrain, other races he did not have the pace you would expect of a former champion. Now hits the front of the field, maybe asked to do a bit of the legwork by Danny Beresne, who drops down to second place. Jake Benham is in third, and McLaren lead at Silverstone thanks to Lucas Blakely. We're riding on board with him in the opening sector of the racetrack now.
You've got the 5 drivers out there on the soft tyres. You take them out of the equation in terms of this medium runners. You've got Rasmussen, then Manley, and then you have Thomas Ronhaar and Jarno Opmeer. So those will be the train.
A tad vulnerable to Otis Lawrence, who we're on board with. And Lawrence trying to recover from a qualifying gamble that didn't pay off. He was understandably upset with that in 12th position, but on the medium tyre, was confident around this circuit. Matt, this is his favourite track.
It's his favourite track, but it's not his favourite position, that's for sure. Down in 12th at the moment, but just letting the race unfold at the moment, as you say. Stick with us. When you look at the gaps, the entire field are within DRS of each other, so it is going to unfold and it is going to change. Usually we'd say that, and about lap 23 it would change, but in event 1 it was about the middle of the race. So I think once the strategy starts to unfold, that's when we start to see elbows being flown out. But yeah, we're taking a look at Otis Lawrence. This is going to be a key one for him. Can he salvage a 6th or a 7th? Because he just needs to score D5 for Manley. So everyone behind is enjoying the medium tyres as well as DRS. So, of course, Lucas Blakely is leading this entire train as we head down the straight now. Danny Beresne getting very close, actually closing DRS there. Did you see that? Right at the end of the straight there. In fact, actually, it was a different shot that we were...
Big accident, controversial moment between him and Thomas Ronhaar. Ronhaar, he finds himself part of the train. Ronhaar on the medium tyre, currently P8 in the south.
So how's this going to unfold then? Freddie Rasmussen looking very ominous in P4, it has to be said. A driver that, in that position, you'd be unwise to bet against him. I think that Freddie around this track, as he's already proved a couple of times, winning round here.
Fine margins and going a few laps longer might pay him back later on, but Jake Benham has track position of those who started on the soft tyre and have come in for the medium. So very important. Driver who didn't start the season, they preferred Pookie in the car. Pookie backed up that performance, and now he is fighting for position. Change of lead out front though. Freddie Rasmussen has passed this man's teammate, and Freddie Rasmussen's medium tyres now the ones to be on.
That have the advantage. This is what's going to unfold in this next 13 laps of this race. It's been simmering, hasn't it? But it is going to kick off. I'm very, very convinced of that. And we are now on board with Nicholas Longay.
Yeah, Nicholas Longay trying to play himself back into form. Couldn't believe how close it was in qualifying earlier on. The driver with just a personal best so far this year of 7th place. Certainly expected him to be in the top 10 of the championship when leaving, and further up the order. Big moments in the race. We're getting those.
Crozen. Manley's going to have to clear both of them, though, crucially. Manley was right behind Rasmussen and now has 2 cars in between them. As we now take a look at Jake Benham, who, as I say, will have a role to play to help Danny Beresne get into this fight as well. He's leading that train where he's currently P10 as more drivers filter into the pits. Otis Lawrence. Rasmussen, who's looking absolutely rapid at the moment, and we're riding on board with him right now. And look how close he gets just through Maggots and Beckett's, and Freddie Rasmussen surely is going to want to dispatch off this McLaren.
Still in the box seat with the tyres in that lovely 4-lap.
To dispatch first does Beresne, but he has the fresher tyres compared to the 2 ahead of him. Can Beresne make this a Mercedes 1-2?
This is a massive moment for Danny Beresne if he's going to return to the top step. Can't get close enough to Nicholas Longay, who is confident on the brakes. Sometimes you go for the exit, sometimes you go for the entry. Not much between them. How early can you stand on the power in Luffield? Check the rear view mirror. There's the looming threat for the race victory. Freddie Rasmussen, Red Bull versus Mercedes to Copse Corner. You've got second place ahead, but these two are debating the win at the moment. Still, they run line astern. If Freddie Rasmussen can turn it into a traction race, he's going to be by, and this is his closest threat for victory today. Danny Beresnay with a long stint stayed with Rasmussen. Rasmussen, who started on the medium, he shuffled off the road. We go on board, and it was getting tight between the two of them. But look at how effective the soft to the inside. If he can make it a traction race, if he can rely on the grip of his tyres, he will surely get by. But can he get by? To the Wellington Straight we go. Freddie Rasmussen inching clear. He's going to be sent the long way round into Brooklands Corner. Back, and it's all action on board with Freddie Rasmussen trying to go around the outside line to the inside at Vale, P3, and a massive move in the context. Thomas Ronha in the mix as well. So many talented drivers fighting for all their worth here. And those on the softs are having the time. It's older tyres ahead for Nicholas Longuet and Jake Benham.
Certainly is. Freddie Rasmussen just has to play this very measured, and he should have this victory, but they've not made it easy for him, have they? They really have not. Nicholas Longuet's trying to play a very...
Another opportunity for Brendan Lee. Brendan Lee diving to the inside, on board with Manley. This is absolute fine mark. So Jake Benham continues to lead. Danny Beresnay all in for that podium finish. And the fresher tyres pay off. Medium versus medium, but here's a fresher.
Going to be fancying his chances come the final lap on those medium tyres. As we take a look at Otis Lawrence, currently in the points in P8. Jarno Opmeer has just passed Manley for P9, so the progress is coming through now for the two-time champ, up to P9.
We go on board with the driver second in the race, started from pole. He's got a great opportunity now. Out of the slipstream he comes. The man who started P1. See Tom Manley. Oh my word, it's close between Rasmussen and Jake Benham. They will
mind. Couple of laps to go, well within DRS. He's got enough energy. Beresnay's in a great position. It's not over yet.
Danny Beresnay, Freddie Rasmussen, names we've been saying a long time. Heroes.
The final lap of this race. When does he decide to pounce? You can see on the onboard, he has 80% energy, enough to mount an attack throughout this entire final lap. Does he try it down this next straight? Does he do it into Stowe? We'll have to wait and see.
The Wellington Straight is next up. You're on board with Freddie Rasmussen. Danny Beresnay, 0.3 of a second, 0.2 of a second away, but not close enough. He wants the move, going through Stowe, into the Vale chicane on the last lap. That's the moment. Huge pressure on the Mercedes man to try and convert for his team. He's been brilliant in terms of strategy. He's getting ever closer. How much energy has he got? We can see how much he's got left in the tank. This is the view looking at third place right now.
He's close enough, Alex. He really is. He's got a great opportunity here, Danny Beresnay. Can he snatch the victory?
Danny Beresnay versus Freddie Rasmussen. You hear the DRS beat? This is the Hangar Straight, and Freddie Rasmussen is trying to break the toe. We're heading to Stowe Corner. To the inside he looks. Wide goes Rasmussen. It's not over yet. There's still a late braking move, but will there be the space of a car to get there? Rasmussen's scrapping, but he's off the racing line. It's been so close between the pair of them. The checkered flag waves, and over the line comes Freddie Rasmussen, who holds on and holds on to victory. The third win at Silverstone for the man returning to the top step. Our reigning champion is back. Freddie Rasmussen denies Danny Beresnay in a thriller. A cry of anguish from Danny Beresnay, but that was a story and a half.